What's up, squad? Welcome to the Strength Squad podcast. I'm your co-host, Steve Carty.
And I'm Nick Scopoletti.
Great show for you today, as always. Not sound too cocky, but
they're always fucking on point. Excuse my voice, by the way. I sound like I'm dying.
We've been blocked in 18 countries. Just kidding. Great episode for you guys today. We were talking about our top 8 lifts to lead you to an ape-like back. Before we get that started, though, we are going to start this thing off
the worst way possible
with a dad joke.
Better be fucking good today.
AKA, however you say joke and dad in Spanish. I thought
El Dado.
No, what's father?
Papi?
Dad? No.
Papi?
I don't think
that's
so.
That's what Nate told me.
All right, dad joke. All right, Nick. What is the best way to watch a fly fishing tournament?
What's the best way, Steve?
Live stream.
That's actually pretty good.
I know. Quick announcements before we start here, guys.
Oh,
Make sure you guys go to our YouTube page, subscribe to that. Go to our iTunes, go to our Stitcher. That's where you can catch the audio version of the show. Subscribe to that. That way you get our episode every single week in your feed.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you guys go to all of our social media. Go follow us on Facebook, like us on Twitter, and follow us on Instagram. And then follow us to our automobiles. As always, no one's followed me yet. I wonder what's going on.
Why not, guys?
Also, make sure you go to Plant Warrior Protein if you want that good. You want that good shit.
Good dick.
Listen, whey works for someone, but if whey doesn't work for you, you can move over a little bit, dude.
Oh, my bad.
You spread the... Yeah, there we go. See, we got
It's not the only way.
We got like a News Channel 8 desk now, so we can...
You're looking huge, by the way.
But yeah, if whey doesn't work for you guys, Plant Warrior Protein, they got some great stuff. We've been using it. So make sure you guys go to plantwarrior.co. That's plantwarrior.co. That sounded exactly like the commercial.
Yeah, exactly.
And put in the promo code STRENGTH10 if you want to get 10% off your order. Courtesy of us, yo. Shot feel.
That's right.
Also, real quick, both of us are moving. Nick's already moved. I'm moving to Portland, Oregon. But been getting a lot of questions. Show will go on. Don't you worry. Nothing's happening in the show. Literally everything's going to stay the same. We're just going to be a little more remote than usual, which... Don't worry, that ain't gonna change a thing, baby.
Yeah,
I know you worry.
A little bit more Skype than usual.
Also, last announcement, a lot of announcements today. Make sure you guys go to our YouTube channel. We're gonna be posting a video. It's not gonna be today. This will come out Wednesday, but we'll probably post it on Thursday, and it'll be the video that will kind of go with this episode. It'll be our 8 lifts that we think are the best lifts to get your back big and strong and ape-like, to look like a gorilla. Time to slide into those DMs. Send some news. This week's Send News is an article from Dr. John Russian's Dr. John Russian.
He's not Russian.
Dr. John Russian.
Dr. John Russian.
Dr. John Russin.
There you go.
Which his website is drjohnrussin.com. It's called Smart Back Training for Maximal Muscle Growth. That's really tough to say. So it kind of goes with this week's episode. Nick, why don't you talk about that article a little bit?
Yeah, he talks about Dr. John Russin is we talked about this before. He's a PT, but he's also a strength coach and a trainer. But we are talking about the aesthetic side a little bit today, but also what he touches on, of course, is the function of the lats in the body and just how big of a muscle group they are. If you're neglecting them, then you're neglecting a whole bunch of area that you could be strengthening. For example, so he gives one example that stuck out to me is your lats originate from your L5 okay, and your T7, and they go all the way up into your humerus and basically your arm. So don't neglect that shit. But he gives you just some tips on like how to activate them better, why they're so important for lifting, and why they shouldn't be ignored. Like guys that don't do legs, why would you ignore half your body? I don't understand.
Backs are the new abs, so spread the word.
Yeah, tell your friends. Tell your friends.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, from a word from our sponsors, our sponsors being us and Plant Warrior Protein, we'll be back, and we're going to go over our top 8 exercises / lifts for a big old 8 back. So be right back. Be right back. And we're going to talk about back. Baby.
Oh, boy.
Want more of the Strength Squad? You can check out all of our social media on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Also, check us out on YouTube, where you can watch all of your favorite Strength Squad videos. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review on iTunes and Stitcher.
Stitcher, I just met her. We would like to thank our friends at Plant Warrior Protein, official sponsor of the Strength Squad podcast. Plant Warrior plant-based protein is easier on your stomach and contains a complete amino acid profile that helps you grow, maintain, and repair your muscles. It gives you 18 grams of protein per serving, and it's made from a blend of rice, pea, and hemp. Plant Warrior pledges to plant 1 tree for every item you purchase at their online store. Head over to plantwarrior.co, that's plantwarrior.co, and use the promo code STRENGTH10 to get 10% off of your purchase. That's promo code STRENGTH10 for 10% off of any Plant Warrior purchase. What's up, squad? Welcome back. Today, we're talking about our top 8 lifts that'll get you a nice, big, huge ape-like back.
You got a big old back.
Because if you haven't heard, backs are the new abs, baby. For real, though, backs are the new abs. Girls don't care about abs anymore. No one gives a shit about abs anymore. It's backs.
That's right.
How do your lats look? Are they strong?
Are they wide?
Can you fucking carry an Atlas stone? You wide, bro?
Can you carry your girlfriend up to your bedroom?
No one cares about abs.
All right, be
Shit's
a man.
for the birds.
Be a man.
So, back to the new abs. We're talking about our 8 lifts. So let's start off with yours, Nick. What are we'll kind of have them 4 and 4 here. So we'll give you our full 8. And we'll start with Nick's top 4. And then we'll go with my top 4. So go ahead, bro.
My number 1.
Start us off.
Number 1, dumbbell row, single arm dumbbell row.
Okay.
I always like this movement just because I think it's fun. I think you could do a lot of variations with it. You can, since it's just one arm, one dumbbell, you could do like really reach into the motion, really pull it back. You could fuck with the angle of your torso. You could be super flat, like 90 degrees, pull it from the floor. You could be more upright, pull your elbow to your hip. Dumbbell row is just one of those things where, work on like eccentrics tempo. You could do, and then of course it's fun to just go heavy as shit. Like that's awesome, right? See how heavy you can go.
Throw the straps on the old dumbbell.
Yeah, man, I haven't done that in a long time though. But
when I first started really like lifting and like doing bodybuilding and shit, the dude who trained me, Mike, Uncle Mike,
didn't want to. God forbid you used your hands for anything.
No, it was actually the opposite. So for dumbbells, I was like, yeah, man, I've been using straps for dumbbells. He was just like, don't do that. Don't ever use straps for dumbbells. I was like, oh, why not? He's like, that's for pussies.
He said, I'm going to call this right now. I know he doesn't listen to us, but that's bullshit, Mike. I've lifted with you and Paul. You fuckers use straps forever. Lat pull downs.
I'll tell you what, brother.
You guys used to use fucking bullshit, liars.
All right,
they
number
used to make fun of me for not using straps. Fuck you guys. Such a liar. Anyways,
they're fucking with us.
Yeah, they're fucking dicks. No one cares, all right? Fuck you guys. Number 2, neutral grip pull-up. I've been fucking with this in my programming a lot, and I like it.
Why the neutral grip? I saw this, and I know why you're going to say it, but I want you to say it.
Shoulder friendly.
Knew it.
Yeah. Shoulder friendly, and just what I've been doing is just... I guess I'm just trying to like grease the groove since pull-ups haven't been something I haven't been able to do like a lot for a long time. So this is something that's neutral grip. And it's really like one of my only overhead movements at this moment in time. So I've been just kind of hammering that. I value it. I really like it. It's helped a ton. I did it on the rings the other day at CrossFit Hartford, which is like a whole other world. doing it on rings, and I had like a
So
band.
that's
I had
actually
a band around each. Nate hooked me up to like
nice.
a band around each foot because
go.
I'm fucking fat and I can't do them alone. But
So that'll be in our video, because where I'm going to do our tutorial video for these is at CrossFit Hartford. We don't have a neutral grip bar, so it's actually good that we're going to have that in there, because if you are at a gym that doesn't have a neutral grip pull-up bar, this is how you going to do it.
right, yeah, the forward facing's fine, and even chin ups are fine for my shoulders. But this is just what was kind of programmed for me, and I've been doing them, and I've been really liking them. And I always liked even with like a neutral grip lat pull down with like that. I just always like the stretch you get. It's just different. I've always liked it. I love the close grip lat pull downs and things like that. So this is just like a number one to that. But yeah, that's number 2 for me. Fucking love that movement. And then number 3, this has been really interesting. I've been doing single arm cable row. From various positions too, doing it from like a half kneeling, doing it from a split stance. So now you're getting lower body involved. But I just like the cable again, the single arm stuff. You're letting your lat really stretch out, and then you could really contract the shit out of it. There's no dumbbell in the way. There's no handle. It's just a cable. And like Ben Peklowski from like MI40, a lot of his lat activation stuff is using a cable, like seated and teaching people how to like drive their elbow to their hip and like almost pretend like you're trying to bring your elbow around your body to contract your lat. This has been like what I've been doing towards the end of some workouts, just to kind of like burn it out, messing with tempos and stuff. But it's definitely helped with overhead stuff too, like just being able to actually feel your lats into a movement. It's hard. A lot of people have trouble feeling certain things. And for me, that was always it. So love that movement. And then number 4, underhand barbell row, or you call this like a Yates barbell row, Yates row. Dorian Yates made these kind of famous. So it's just like doing a bent over barbell row, except instead of overhand grip, you got underhand grip. And again, that's a little bit more lower lat tie-in. And if you've ever seen Dorian Yates' back, check that shit
Pretty
out.
good.
He used to do a Yates row where he was a little bit more upright and he was underhand, and he would like kind of pull it into his belly button and just do repetitions like that. That's one of my favorite movements. Just the reverse grip is different, and just the stretch I feel it way more than when I do overhand barbell rows. I feel like sometimes people get a little too wild with those and they'll just get heavy and they're like humping it into submission. It's just
you really gotta hump them into submission.
You gotta hump it into submission. It's that dodgeball, right?
Dodgeball. Patches O'Houlihan.
Movie quotes. Some people don't know them. It's crazy. Yeah. So that's number 4 for me. That's one of my. I haven't done that in a while though, but it popped in my head today, and I remember how much I love doing those. So that's a solid ass movement. Plus, it's always good to switch up your grip. We've talked about this, especially CrossFitters. Like, you're not doing a lot of neutral grip stuff. You're not doing a lot of underhand stuff. You're not doing a lot of, things to keep in mind, things that are different, activate a little bit more lat, a little bit lower lat, things like that. So that's my top 4.
Word. And number 5, which will be the start of my top 4. Number 5, tractor pulls. So to kind of explain this is a rope like you would do battle ropes with, right? So like a tactical rope or something like that. Rope tied to either kettlebells or a sled, and you are in a complete bent over position where your hips are back, you're hinged over, back's flat, and your chest is completely parallel to the floor. So you're literally you're standing up, hinged over, like you're picking up a deadlift, staring at the ground in front of you, but what you're doing is you're reaching overhead, hand over hand, pulling the rope and pulling the sled towards you, or the kettlebells. Great for lat development, great for capacity as well, right? So especially if you're a CrossFitter, not a great way to develop your lats, but also a way to build the capacity in your lats and your back muscles and keeping them in to those longer sets, but also no eccentric, right? So one of the few back movements, lat movements that you could do without an eccentric, right? So it's all concentric, meaning it's all, that pull is just that concentric explosive contraction of your muscle versus having the concentric with the eccentric, right? So we talked about that on shows before, that eccentric portion of the lift usually being the part of the lift where you're lowering it down, right? If you're doing a lat pull down, the eccentric is when you're letting the bar go back up. Or if you're doing a squat, the eccentric is when you're letting the weight come down. and the concentric is the part where you're standing up. So a tractor pull is all concentric. Why is that important? Something we've also talked about before. No eccentric, doesn't beat up your body as much, right? So it's not as abrasive, right? All concentric, your body could deal with that, versus a lot of eccentric, that's like the toughest part for your body to deal with. So it's kind of taking out that factor of kind of beating up your body. So that's a good one. Also, if you haven't tried it, we're going to, like I said, post a video of it. Try that shit and tell me your lats aren't burning. And if you do it right, it literally will just feel your lats.
Yeah.
Number 6, lat push downs. All right, so picture a lat pull down, right? Except you're standing up, and rather than bending your elbows, you're keeping your arms completely straight, and you're pressing that bar, or you're pulling that bar down into your hips, kind of like you're putting a seatbelt down on a roller coaster. Right? So those bars that kind of come over you and you're putting your seatbelt down on a roller coaster, that deal, right? So lat push downs, at least especially in my experience, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying lat pull downs are not useful, but I think lat push downs do a way better job of isolating just the upper and lower lats.
Yeah.
This is a movement where your biceps aren't a part of this movement really. No. This is all a little bit of shoulders, but all lats.
Dude, again,
upper lats, lower lats.
Not to bring them up again, but Ben McCluskey and MI40, this is the first movement on a back day to activate lats.
Oh, yeah.
Except he uses the tricep rope. It's the same shit, straight arms.
Yeah, same thing. But just a different type of grip.
Right.
But yeah, same idea. Like you said, that activating those lats, right? Just using your lats, just using those back muscles. And it's also the type of movement, like, you see a lot with lat pull downs. I feel like it's easier to mess up a lat pull down or do a lat pull down incorrectly. We've all seen it, like the humping the weight down and leaning far back in the lat pull down.
My personal favorite is when they pull it down like their belly button.
Yeah, right. So there's all these there's all this room for error with like a lat pull down, but a lat push down, it's like A to B. There's not many ways to really get there.
Yeah.
Right. So that's my number 6. Number 7 is ring rows. Okay, or like a TRX row if you don't have rings, but essentially an inverted row where you're either 45 degrees from the ground or laying completely flat on the floor, or completely parallel to the floor in some way, and you're pulling yourself up to the rings and back down. Simple, right? Or up to the TRX, whatever you have. Why do I like these? Because unlike an inverted row with a barbell, oh my God. Sorry, Chewbacca.
No. Saved it.
On a straight bar, when you're doing an inverted row, right, you're pulling yourself up horizontally. So you're pulling your body weight horizontally, right? And when your hands are on that barbell, the weight of your body and that force is being distributed evenly over that barbell. Not the case with the rings. Essentially, both of your arms are they're being used independently, right? They're both moving at the same time. You're going to the same place, but with the instability of the rings and the fact that your arms are essentially independent of each other, right? So your hands aren't together on a bar together; they're on two separate rings.
Yeah, you could change up grips mid rep too.
You could change grips, right? It's very shoulder friendly, but it's going to promote that activation. It's going to promote that activation and the stability of your shoulder, right? And it's going to allow you to kind of see the weaknesses one side versus the other, right? Like again with a barbell. If you have a weakness on your left side versus your right side and you're pulling yourself up horizontally to the bar with both hands, that's going to be easily masked, right? Because one side can kind of compensate for the other because it's all being distributed evenly over that bar. Versus you're on the rings, both of those hands are working independently. Now you're going to see, okay, my left side starts to burn out at rep 8 versus my right side that goes pretty good till rep 15.
Right.
There's their imbalance there. And they're also working on that imbalance. So that's why I like the ring rows. And I think it's also important that, vertical pulling, so like a pull up or a lat pull down, super important. But I think a horizontal pull is a little more functional, right? I hate to just like throw that term out there.
There's stuff to support.
Makes more sense,
John Russin has said it, our guy from the beginning. He said, you should always do more pulling than pushing, but you should definitely do more horizontal pulling than vertical.
You're just going to do more of it in your life, Yeah. Like if you're not an athlete who's specifically doing something that's making you pull overhead, I mean, most of your life you're just going to be pulling horizontally. So
yeah, like if you're going to do strongman, you're going to need to do some overhead shit.
Right. And our last one here, number 8. Can't forget about that low back, baby.
I brought my back twice.
Strong
1973.
Low back. Number 8 is reverse hypers / back raise. I kind of put them in there together. Reverse hyper is a great movement. If you have the machine or access to the reverse hyper machine, awesome, but it's also not necessary. There's plenty of ways you could do reverse hypers without it. Like, for example, I just did 2 months with Anthony Oliveira. Trigger warning conjugate is a lot of powerlifting. I mean, he works out at Westside. He trains at Westside. So
we think he knows what he's doing.
Reverse hypers are part of that program, and actually using a reverse hyper machine is part of that program. But we don't have one. Not many people have one. You know, like they're getting more popular, but like the majority of gyms don't have them. But there are other ways you can use it. And that's,
Did you go
something we're gonna
hanging off the GHD?
Yeah, like basically I'm holding on to the GHD.
To the
part of the GHD where your feet go in.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, think of a GHD sit up or a GHD back raise where your feet are hooked into the GHD.
Yeah.
I'm flipped around and my hands are holding on. And essentially what I'm doing is using my ass, using my butt to lift my legs up and back down, essentially. Why is that important? Low back, bro. Center of your body. Backs are the new abs. Those are your abs, your back, bro.
That's what Stu McGill would say.
Right. Listen, the lats are the sexy ones. Don't get me wrong.
That's right.
Lats are hot. Wide back, lats. Everyone wants to work on that. Everyone wants to get that nice and sexified. Don't get me wrong. I don't blame you. There's nothing I love more than nice wide back
on a woman.
But
a man.
As far as, this shit is going to make you overall stronger, not just your back, but your entire fucking lifting arsenal, your low back, bro. Reverse hypers and back raises, right? Strengthen those erectors, those low back muscles. Muscles that are going to keep you upright in a squat. Those muscles that are going to allow you to pull more weight in a deadlift. Those muscles that are essentially like the core muscles of your back. So don't neglect those, guys. Those are important.
Don't.
Thought you were going to say something else. All right, guys. Those are our 8 lifts that we think you should know to develop a nice, thick, huge ape-like back.
I always feel like you're going to say something else, but you always say
back. Classic.
We don't know how to build that. That's on your own.
And don't forget, guys, Thursday this week, we're going to put up a video on our YouTube, and it's going to have all these movements on them. So if you have any more questions about this video, please reach out. But also remember, we're throwing up a video. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on Instagram. It's going to be on our social media. And we're going to essentially go through all these lifts and show you what to do and how to do them. Cheers, mates.
Cheers.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we are going to wrap it up. Want more of the Strength Squad? You can check out all of our social media on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Also, check us out on YouTube where you can watch all of your favorite Strength Squad videos. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review on iTunes and Stitcher.
Stitcher, I just met her. We would like to thank our friends at Plant Warrior Protein, official sponsor of the Strength Squad podcast. Plant Warrior plant-based protein is easier on your stomach and contains a complete amino acid profile that helps you grow, maintain, and repair your muscles. It gives you 18 grams of protein per serving, and it's made from a blend of rice, pea, and hemp. Plant Warrior pledges to plant 1 tree for every item you purchase at their online store. Head over to plantwarrior.co, that's plantwarrior.co, and use the promo code STRENGTH10 to get 10% off of your purchase. That's promo code STRENGTH10 for 10% off of any Plant Warrior purchase. Welcome back, everybody. Before we wrap up today's episode, we're going to close you out with a segment that we call Would You Rather. We didn't make it up. We just perfected it. We got a Would You Rather quiz here, courtesy of BuzzFeed. Classic BuzzFeed.
Thanks, BuzzFeed.
I'm going to go with you first, and then Nick's going to do me. That's usually how we do it, if you know what I mean. All right, Nick, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Would you rather be forced to wear wet socks for the rest of your life or be allowed to wash your hair only once a year?
Hair once a year. I can't fucking stand wet socks.
Same. I'm actually...
I
think I actually do that. I think I only wash my hair like a couple times a year with like shampoo. Like I'll go into the water, but I just go water The only thing I use soap on is my skivvies
body
and my underarms.
Yeah.
And that's it.
What about that
I just go water on. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, all right.
All undercarriage, all the meat and 2 veg. That's from Goldmember.
What type of vegetables?
And then the old fucking OtterBox under there. And then the armpits, and that's it. Everything else is just water.
Jesus Christ.
I don't wash my hair. It's all natural oils, baby. Why do you think his beard's so red?
Pretty much same. Next
one. Would you rather have a finger as a tongue or have tongues as fingers? feel like we did
We've done
one similar
this.
to this.
We've done
All
this
right,
before.
review then. This is a review question.
Tongues as fingers could be more fun.
Why?
Think. I don't know.
Okay.
They're just more fun.
Weird.
I feel like a hand coming out of your mouth freaks me out.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
That's kind of weird.
it's like some alien shit.
Would you rather wear someone else's dirty underwear or use someone else's dirty toothbrush?
Toothbrush.
Oh, shit. Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Why?
Just, I can't do it. I can't imagine myself doing it.
Yeah, got you. That'd probably be pretty
Underwear,
disgusting.
yeah, no.
Yeah, you could get like disease. I mean, are there many like transferable diseases you can get from someone's toothbrush? I guess actually probably a lot. What am I talking about?
Just herpes.
After I said that out loud, I was like, yeah, you could probably get a lot. Would you rather shit bricks or puke slugs?
Oh.
Jesus. I know my answer.
I guess puke slugs.
Yeah, puke slugs, because you're not gonna puke as many times as you shit in a year, right?
Right.
You know, you're shitting twice a day. You're puking like what?
Twice a day.
You're gonna puke like once or twice a year, maybe.
Yeah.
On average, just average. These aren't like accurate statistics over here, people. We're trying our best. Would you rather pee yourself in public once a week or shit yourself in private daily? Shit.
Wow. Wow.
Let's think about this.
Yeah, dude. I
Let's
don't know,
Let's think about
man.
mess first, right? So mess is, peeing yourself, the mess isn't that bad.
No, but like it's in public. But who?
All right,
knows?
so the next thing, is it like, public versus private? Is that a big deal to you?
I think if I pissed my pants, I don't know, dude. I'd have to go pee yourself because the thought of shitting myself just makes me upset.
Yeah, that sucks.
You know what I mean? So like,
Pee yourself in public?
oh
Final
yeah,
answer?
yeah.
Okay, solid. Guys, feel free to play at home and keep score at home. Would you rather always have to tell the truth or always lie? Oh, interesting.
Always tell the truth.
Yeah, same.
I've been taking that to.
Take the high road.
I've been trying that a lot lately. Just like the last few months, I like made a commitment to like I'm just gonna be brutally honest with everyone.
That got dark for a sec right there.
I'm just saying.
trying to have fun here.
I'm just saying, man. Be honest with people.
Imagine having a lie, like you lie about everything. That sucks.
It's like, oh, would you go to work today? No. Yeah, no.
But I saw you there. No, you didn't. This guy's a fucking weirdo.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
Would you rather never have internet access again or never be able to take an airplane anywhere again? Airplane.
Man, we know what the fuck.
Take that shit away.
I guess no internet access.
Nice. Okay, why? Just because your
I'm
value of traveling?
Yeah, I'm a convenience guy.
Okay,
I'll always pay for something more convenient,
got you.
without a doubt.
Classic America. Would you rather have your body found in a pile of sex toys or have everyone you know see your browsing history?
Probably the browsing history
Yeah.
because
I don't give
it's fucking boring.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
give a
why is
fuck.
this guy? He only looks at T Nation, fucking Amazon.
I think we're over that hump of browsing history. Like, dude, you could look at my browsing. Yeah, there's a bunch of porn. Cool.
No, I don't even have like in college. Yeah, I would have been like, oh fuck, there's a
But
lot of
now
porn.
it's like,
But there's fucking nothing on there.
now it's like,
There's literally, it's like, oh,
Nick went to a Peapod 7 times today and ordered chicken breast.
it's like it's all boring. You would look at you're like, this is the most boring motherfucker on earth. This is Gmail, like
Gmail and your works homepage.
Yeah, Gmail, like Equinox training page, and like some articles.
All right, now do me.
All right, let's put these mics down first.
Grab my other mic.
All right. Would you rather? Ooh, this is going to be tough for you. Be in the real life version of American Horror Story or be in the real life version of The Walking Dead?
I'd rather just be dead.
I knew you were going to say neither of these are you.
I guess the real life version of American Horror Story. Because if you're in the real life version of The Walking Dead, then like you're guaranteed whole planet is fucked.
Yeah.
But if you're in the real life version of American Horror Story,
There's a
I've
chance.
actually never seen that show, so I don't.
It's
There's
fucking
a
terror.
chance.
It's horrifying. You never watched it?
No. Next question.
It's fucked up. Next
I can't do it. Can't do scary stuff.
Would you rather only be able to whisper everything or only be able to shout everything?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Sarah, can I get a glass of water?
Or like, what if you're in trouble and you're just like, my fucking leg is shit. Blown up. Hope that's not CVS calling me again.
What is it?
Fuck. Just for safety reasons, I'm gonna have to go shout.
Okay.
Like, what if you need
Safety
to yell?
reasons?
Like, there's no real reason to help. I mean, the only reason I could think is if you're being tracked down by like a serial murderer rapist and you're trying to whisper and you're just like, he won't find us over here. That would suck. All right, I would go shout for safety reasons.
All right. So, would you rather run your tongue down a New York City sidewalk, or press your tongue into a stranger's nostril?
Nostril.
Yeah.
That's got to be way cleaner.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Way cleaner.
No fucking doubt. No doubt there.
Unless there's some butt cheeks on the fucking laying down on the sidewalk on New York City, then nostril me, baby.
That's right, baby. All right. Would you rather find true love or win the lottery?
Find true love. Because if you find true love, you done both. You found true love and won the lottery.
Shit, how did I know that was coming?
Next.
Would you rather, Jesus, fight off a dog-sized cockroach or a horse-sized rat?
Oh my God.
Horse-sized rat. Oh my God. I'm kind of horrified at this question.
Dude, dog-sized cockroach? Cockroaches don't do it. Like rats.
This freaked me out.
Rats can be like confrontational and aggressive. Like cockroaches, they don't generally bite people, right? I mean, I don't know too much, but I know that rat, like at least like a regular sized rat, right, can like bite you or whatever. Imagine a fucking horse-sized rat would destroy you.
Yeah.
But a cockroach the size of the dog, I mean, he's not going to do anything to you. What the fuck's he going to do?
So you shoot him.
Yeah, I'm going dog-sized cockroach, baby.
All right. Would you rather immerse yourself in a bathtub of spiders or a bathtub of tobacco spit?
Tobacco spit.
Same.
I'll take that bullet.
Fucking never.
Over spiders? Fuck.
You gotta be kidding me.
Going with the down arrow, huh? I got you on the scroll.
All right. Would you rather receive a lifetime supply of meals from your favorite restaurant or a lifetime of free gasoline?
Gas, bro. What?
Yeah.
That shouldn't even be a question. That's easy. Gas next.
That would be amazing. Wow. Would you rather give up your 5 favorite foods forever or sex forever?
5 favorite foods.
Easy. Yep. I
mean, maybe that answer will change when I'm like 75, but
I just want lasagna. I don't want to have sex anymore.
Work. Those were good. Those were tough. Those were thought provoking, I thought.
Cannot give up sex. There's no way.
Guys, that wraps it up. Thanks for joining us for this episode. Hope you enjoyed our spiel, our glockenspiel on our 8 lifts to get a bigger back. Real quick before we go, want to thank you guys, man. You guys are our fans. You guys are our listeners, whether you're a first-time listener or you've been listening to every episode, man. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And we loved hearing your feedback, man. So hit us up on YouTube. Hit us up on our iTunes and Stitcher. Hit us up on all of our social media. And we'll see you next episode, guys. Deuces.
Later.